G'day YouTube. So Australia finally got their ass into gear and got Pokemon White and Black out in the stores. So I purchased mine from EV Games today. Right, so we're faced with a new professor this gen, and it is a female. Normally it is normally it's like a doddery old man, Professor Oak, Professor Elm, etc. And she's like, tell me a little bit about yourself, and I'm going to choose the female character, which I always do in Pokemon, any walkthrough or, yeah, even my battling name and stuff like that. So, I picked Pimp, of course, after PIMPNITE, and this is Charon and Bianca and yourself. And those two are like your main people you're going to be, sort of like your, I'd say like your rival things, but you've got two of them this time, so it's a little bit of a twist. So it's autumn apparently, like, and so we've got a little cinematics of the town. Look at that roof, it's on the piss. Look at it. Right, I'll get back onto the game. So Trent's like, we got this package from Professor Jupiter, and I nearly said Jupiter then. Right, so Bianca just comes racing up the stairs. Apparently she's a little late, and I get the first pick because I'm such awesome sauce. Right, so I got to the box and I'm thinking, what shall I pick? And I bought you 3 Pokemon, da 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 da, from Professor Jupiter. Right, so you get a choice of Snivy, T-Pig, and Oshawott. I might go T-Pig because I quite often go with the 5 starters in a lot of the versions. So I got T-Pig. It sounds like TP, you know those little Indian tents you have? Right, sorry, I'll get back onto it. And so Bianca wants a battle, of course. There's always seems to be some kind of battle at the start of your Pokemon game just to test your battling skills. So, right, so you get a choice of, with T-Pig, if you choose T-Pig, and she has a Snivy, or commonly known as Smugleaf, as people like to call it. So you have a possibility of Tackle and Tail Whip. I know the possibilities are endless, but I'm just going to go for Tackle to start with. Right, so if they try any of that crap like Growl and, you know, that kind of stuff, just use Tail Whip, because that'll equal out the stat raising as it drops their defense 1 stage for the more newer players to Pokemon. But of course you oldies would already know that. So Snivy's going to go down to my endless wave of tackles, and I get 43 XP. Look at that! Why would they do that? Why would you not grow to level 6? Why would they do that? Holy shit, that guy's got an LCD TV. Oh, that's me. Right, I don't have a TV that big in my room. Look at it, it's like quarter of the room big. And so yeah, your room's absolutely turned into a ruckus out of 2 little Pokemon battling. And Charon's kind of like the mature one, but I guess he still wants to have a battle. So he's obviously going to have Oshawott, the water Pokemon. Right, so this shouldn't be too hard. So you're just going to have to go for the endless tackles again. So I'm pretty sure T-Pig's going to be faster. And oh my god, I get a crit. Oh, I can't believe it. I never get that lucky to begin with. So I'm just gonna keep tackling him, and yeah, as if you do come across a situation using Tail Whip over and over and over again, they're just lowering your defense, so you're going to take more damage from physical attacks. So I defeat him and get level 6, which I should have the battle before, because Game Freak's they're just being annoying by giving you like 43 XP. It was probably like 45. Like, come on. Right, so they rocket off down the steps like nothing happened, and your room's just left in the shambles. Right, and you meet your mother. Well, of course you already know your mother, but they meet your mother, and that's a TV show as well. How I Met Your Mother. Right. So pretty much your mum's just gonna like rest up your Pokemon for you, and this is where you can possibly come back here after you go try and catch some wild Pokemon, and you get the X Transceiver, which is, I'll do a little bit more on that later, but it's not so important at the moment. So there's like a pack of Starly at the front. That's pretty cool. And this is November Town. I may have the pronunciation wrong, but that's the best I'm going to be able to do at the moment. So that's both their houses, and we're going to go see the professor. But unfortunately, Bianca is not here, so you actually have to go to her house before you can get into there. So we go into Bianca's house, and like, bop bop bom, like her parents are like, holy shit, you're not going anywhere. But she's like, meh, I'm gonna bail anyway. See mum and dad. And you're just like, I don't really know what's going on, but I'll follow her back to the Pokemon lab. Right, so we're back there, and so we go inside and meet Professor Professor. I nearly said Jupiter again. Juniper. Crap, next it's gonna be Professor Saturn. Right. So she once again tells her who we are, and it's pretty funny because one of the people was being a smartass there. I think it was was it Charon? Yeah, no, Bianca. She's kind of like the little crazy person in your game, and Charon's a more mature one. So you got to kind of contrast the characters there. And yes, I call it Pimp Pig. Someone already said I would, like in one of my Sapphire walkthroughs. Amazingly, you were right. Great guess. And this is the Unova region, of course, and you're going to get given a Pokedex, which is pretty cool, because now that means you can start catching Pokemon, and you're going to have to meet her on Route 1. Right, so we're all just like talking about our lifelong dreams about being Pokemon Masters, etc., and your mum just pops out the woodwork, and she's like, amazed that you've become a Pokemon trainer. Then she gives you a town map. So pretty much you can use a town map just by going into the key item section just to see where you are if you get lost or anything. I myself use it sometimes, but it's pretty straightforward. Right. Yes, so the town map is quite useful. So we head off down to Route 1, and apparently Bianca and Charon are like, let's all walk together. So we're doing like the full Lance Armstrong walk on the moon here. One step for mankind kind of shit. Anyway, right, so we get into Route 1, and she's like going to give us a little demo on how to catch Pokemon. So a wild Patrat appeared. So Patrat, and she sounds like Mincino. Right, I could have once again I could have the pronunciation wrong there again, but oh well. So Patrat is going to get caught, of course. Have you ever had it one time? I have actually KO'd that Pokemon, and apparently it still got caught. I don't know if that's ever happened to anyone. It happened to me. It's like kind of like a glitch in the game. It was a crit, of course. Right. So, and you get some Pokeballs. So I'm guessing here we're gonna be catching some Pokemon just to start off our game with, and Bianca has like a little idea that, oh, let's have a Pokemon catching contest, and like the person who catches the most will be the winner. So I'm like, I don't really want to spend too much time catching Pokemon, so I'm just probably going to go for one, and because I'm pretty sure they just catch one each, so I'm just going to have a little bit of a wander in the grass, and what do you know, a Lillipup appears. Wow, that almost sounds like Lollipop. Shoot. Right, so I'm going to tackle, and it looks like it's going to be a 2-hit KO, so 2 tackles will do nicely, leaving it in the low red for me to throw a Pokeball at. Right, so I'm going to go into my items and Pokeball to choose that, and yes, always hold down and B. Not really. Did you remember the hold down and B thing? I don't know. It was back in the like yellow, gold and silver days. Down and B like did the job every time. Right, so of course I'm not going to call this, keep this as Lillipup. I was going to call it Lollipop, but I reckon since it's probably not their most original nickname, I'll call it Lillipup. I'll call it, Lillipup. Pimp. Like, what? Oh wait, I think I called it Lily Pimp or something. I forgot. Right, alright. So I don't want to catch another one, and I really want to get on with the game here. So, yeah, I actually want to get level 7 here, so of course it holds on with like 1 HP. And you don't actually get like, I think you get Ember a few levels later. Actually, you get a few Embers like Ember a few levels later, which I'll be showing in a second. No doubt in this walkthrough. So we're going to go to Akluma Town, and the X transceiver starts up, and you get like a full view of everyone: the Professor, Bianca, Chern, and yourself, which kind of adds a new cool twist to the game. Right, so you're going to go into Akluma Town, and Professor Jupiter is going to show you just around, the Pokemon Center. Like, we always have this kind of deal in like every game, just for like the new starters and stuff. And so, guys, when you get there, you've got to heal your Pokemon before anything else happens, just in case you're wondering, running around thinking, what the hell am I supposed to do? So just heal your Pokemon, and then you'll be able to like move on. And she shows you the PC. Obviously, this PC is for storage of your Pokemon, and because you can only hold 6 in a team, as you probably know, just for the beginners there. And someone's PC will obviously be replaced by like someone you meet later in the game. Of course, I don't know yet because I've not played through, but yeah, the whole deal. Then there's a mart there as well, so if you want to buy some Pokeballs, potions, etc. Right, so you hop outside the Pokemon Center, and there's like a big gathering of people, so you just go up there, and Sharon's there as well, and you got this full like leader of Team Plasma called Getsis. It's kind of like talking about Pokemon liberation, and like, oh, well, you see, this is going to be like the enemies you go against in the game, like Team Rocket, Team Plasma, Team Magma, that kind of deal. So these are going to be like the whole Team Rocket of Pokemon, the 5th gen. And he's really raving on how about the relationship between Pokemon and humans, and everything should be different. And he has a full little entourage of Team Plasma, and everyone's just like, WTF is going on, and bails. Right. And you're just talking to your Cheren, and this strange guy called N shows up, and he's like, I can hear your Pokemon talking. I'm just like, dude, Greylands is around the corner. No offense to anyone there. Right. So, and he challenged you to a battle. Right. So you're challenged by Pokemon Trainer N. Sounds like N off Death Note, but he was kind of weird. So he has a purloin, sounds like sirloin, a piece of meat. Right, and he uses Growl. So Growl loves your attack, obviously, so Tackle's going to be doing Monkey Balls, and I'm really thinking here I'm going to go for another tail, like a tail whip, and he's going to go for a scratch, which, of course, he gets a critical hit on. Of course. So, like, I was thinking I was going to actually get lucky in this walkthrough, but anyway, I didn't. So I'm just going to keep spamming that Tackle, and he's going to keep scratching me. Scratch is Purloin's primary move that you'll see them using at low level in the game. So I'm just going to keep tackling. This is going to be quite close. So I'm left with 3 HP. I was hoping for a crit, but I didn't need a crit to take that out. So I beat him, and I get 131 experience points. So Pimpig's going to grow a few levels here. Look at that. Level 8. And as I predicted, I learned Ember, and I got $700 for winning, and I've just become like a world-renowned millionaire in 2 seconds. Not really, it's only $700, but wouldn't that be great? So he's going to go, Sharon's going to go to Citroen City and challenge the gym leader, and I'm going to give the game a save there because that was about half an hour's worth of work. And yeah, thank you for watching my walkthrough part 1, and I hope you stay tuned for my next one.